So the Lakers, they've won 3 straight. They're headed into a matchup on Friday against Atlanta.
Mm.
They've got a back-to-back heading into the Golden One Center this weekend. They'll have Friday against the Hawks in Los Angeles, and then they'll be up here on Saturday.
Yeah. Warriors. The Lakers, winning without LeBron, that's a big deal. It's
Yeah,
good stuff.
absolutely.
Some good stuff. So Kings are going, I'm sure they will
Dennis
already.
Schroeder.
Man, what do you have, 34, 37?
Yeah, Dennis Schroeder and Russ combined for 55, 56, 55.
Yeah. Lakers are right now in this little window of them winning.
That was a weird sentence. Dennis Schroeder and Russell Westbrook combined
Dynamic
for
duo.
55.
Just like Rob Pelinka drew it up.
Like, what? Okay.
They're doing what they're supposed to do against, teams that they should be, they have a better chance of winning against, which is what we would hope.
Did
The
they
Kings
beat
should be
Miami
doing.
last night?
Yeah, Miami, that's a good win, but they beat Charlotte. They beat
Yeah.
Atlanta before. They beat Orlando, lost to Miami, lost to Dallas, losing to teams that they are better than. But we're hoping that's what the Kings are able to do. And now, that's a game last night that you probably thought they should have won, and they let them off the hook. So I remember back when we were looking at the 15 home games and 19 in the next 19 games, the next 20 games or so. I said I wanted them to go 10-5 in that stretch. I think they played 6 and another one, so they've played 7. I think they're 3-4. They've already lost 4. They got some making up to do. And then I remember I said 10-5, and James was like, I think at worst they need to go 11-4.
Okay, both of y'all need to calm down. Like,
here's what I'll say though. We had talked to Jason about this last night because we looked at the upcoming schedule for the Kings. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying, like, if you're who you want to be, you should take care of business.
I understand.
If you're not that, then you're the same sorry Kings of the past that don't need to be saying you should beat this team and that team and that team.
No, there's a middle ground there. Like, because this is the reason I don't like looking at the schedule and talking about the Houstons and some of the teams that are coming up. We saw them come into the Golden One Center after what we all considered a successful 6-game road trip and lose to Charlotte and Washington in a span of 5 days.
That can't happen. It's unacceptable. Like, that's not.
But it
good.
Did. It did happen,
and that has people questioning if they're really real or not.
I understand, but then you get the win on against Denver. You beat it. You beat Utah. Like, you get a couple of quality wins there, and it's like, all right, like, okay, we don't have to go overboard with it. They're going to lose games. You said this earlier. They're going to lose 40, maybe close to 40 times this year. And some of those are going to be against Charlotte's, Washington's, Houston's.
They go in that 15 home games. If they go 8-7, that's not good enough.
Okay. I know.
Especially against who you're playing against.
I understand. So what if they go 8-7, but they're still the 5 seed?
You gotta start worrying about the Lakers. You gotta start worrying about the Warriors. You gotta start saying, hey, these teams that are behind you, you had an opportunity to put them away. But
you probably didn't, though. That's my point.
But it's like a game. It's like a game, right? Like, where, all right, yeah, the game is close, but you had an opportunity to put Atlanta away, and you didn't, and you lost. Like, that's how we're gonna look at this thing. You had an opportunity to put the Lakers and the Warriors far in your rear view because nobody was playing good. And you had an opportunity, and you didn't. But now you're going to have to deal with them.
But we just
Phoenix is another one. We got an opportunity to put them away.
Phoenix is a game below Sacramento. What do you mean put them away?
Put them out of create space. But now, if you don't do that,
but the way the league is going, all of these teams are just winning. Like, again, we just said the Lakers have won 3 in a row.
I think
no one is going away.
I think somebody and a couple teams are going to create separation. We've already kind of seen it with Dallas. Dallas was down there at 10, and they turned it on, and now they're at 4.
Yes, they're at 4 at 22-16. That's their record. Even though they've won 7 in a row, they're 22-16.
Mhm.
They
Yeah,
haven't separated from anything.
So you think it's going to stay like this the whole year?
Yeah, yes, I do.
Well, I don't think so.
I think it's going to stay like this. Maybe not
not
very,
between,
very close to the
not
entire
between
year.
5 and 10. Between 7 and 10, yeah, maybe. Not between 5 and 10. Somebody's going to start playing better basketball. It needs to be the Kings.
Who, like, based on what though? Like, what are you basing that on?
Based on history. Like, it's never like 4 and 10 are never that close.
So if the so there's the Clippers right there at 6. Like, if Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, we've already acknowledged they're not playing the rest of the slate. Like, they're going to play. They're going to make sure that they're doing everything they do. They'll play every game when they get to the playoffs. You think they're all of a sudden going to win at a higher clip? Like, what team is going to win at a higher clip? We're talking about what a disaster Phoenix is. Now, Phoenix, even with Devin Booker, it's not like they were lighting the world on fire. They might be closer up to where Denver and Memphis is, but that's a team that's lost how many in a row now? 4?
Yeah.
4 straight?
That was a tough one they lost last night too. I'll give you those 3 teams: the Clippers, the Suns, and the Warriors.
No, the Warriors are the one that
I think they'll play. The odds say they'll play better.
And substantially better, though, is what we're talking about.
Yeah, because they're only the Warriors only 2 games back.
But what you're saying is creating separation and moving. What you're talking about joining Memphis and Denver up there.
You got an opportunity to do that. Now you can be just like everybody else and be run of the mill and not create separation. You can do that if you're the Kings.
I'm not saying the Kings don't need to do that. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's not. The season isn't over if they don't.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But you're making the road harder than it can be if you don't take care of business.